Consistent self-improvement, everybody. You are now listening to American gypC Podcast. I'm your host, Classic, and I'm here with my co-host,
gypC.
And we're also here with our other co-host,
Merc.
And today, we got our topic.
We're talking about Shiba. So, yeah, we're big fans of Shiba Inu.
Shiba.
If you don't know what that is, it's basically a cryptocurrency. It's called a meme coin, but it does have a lot of utility. But it's closely, a lot of times you hear about it with Dogecoin, but Dogecoin started before
or
that.
it came in as the Dogecoin killer,
and
supposedly.
Right. But all of that is just hype. But anyways, they had a big announcement today. And
well, they had a big announcement on the 30th of May. Because when this air,
you silly.
When this air,
right.
It'll be a lot longer. But
yeah,
on the 30th of I say
March.
May. I'm sorry, March. 30th of March, not May. 30th of March.
I thought you were saying this wasn't going to air till the 30th
no,
of May.
No, my bad.
I was like,
dang.
I know some editing.
Another dimension on me, my bad.
Dang.
March.
Yeah.
So you were saying.
Yeah. So the announcement is really okay. So we were excited because there was a lot of hype before, today about like Shiba Inu or Shib is supposed to jump because they had a big announcement and everybody knew it was probably something about the metaverse, the Shib, what is that? Metaverse? Shib Metaverse? Yeah.
Shibverse or Shibverse. No.
It's called Shib the Metaverse.
Okay.
I know.
What's the other one? It's called something.
But yeah. So basically, they're just announcing, it hasn't started yet. They're just announcing that more information about it. Like they're going to have how much land they're going to have. It's like 100,000, a little over 100,000 land. And initially they're going to start with like an initial like auction where they will have early. So people who have leash. So in the Shib ecosystem, there's bone and there's leash. There's other tokens. And that's in Shiba Swap. So people who have leash will have, and people who have Shiboshi NFTs. I don't think they have those for sale anymore.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna double back.
Anyways,
I'm like Shiboshi bone.
Still the introduction.
It's too much.
This is still the intro, still the topic.
I wish I knew though, like I
We're
do.
gonna double
I'm
back.
like, dang,
I got questions.
So that's good though. Okay, so Shiboshi is the NFT. You know what an NFT is?
Yes.
So
not for
Shiba
taco.
Inu had NFTs for sale a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
it sold out pretty fast.
Yeah, they sold out in like 40 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have Shiboshi NFT and if you have leash, which is like a token you get being involved in the Shiba swap. Sorry, I get lost in all the terminology. Yeah, so it's another token. If you have those two things, you get early access to the auction of the land.
Okay.
That will be available. Like I think in the intro there were like 36,000 plot of land will be unlocked, and people who have those things will have like first access, and they're gonna have different like tiers and different amount of land per tiers and all of that. Anyways, they released information yesterday, so people were like, Shiba Inu is gonna explode tomorrow when they announce it, but it didn't really go up. Were you checking like yesterday or the day before?
What do you mean?
It didn't like
Yeah, it went up a little bit.
Like kill a zero or something.
No. But it did. It went up a little bit. Yeah, it went up.
I haven't been paying attention.
It's still like 2.7. It was because it's it's been in between 2.5, or 0.00002, 5 and in between like 2.7.
Yeah.
Like
For
so
those who
4 zeros, that's still there.
who not aware of Shiba, it has like a year ago, I would say it has 7 zeros, maybe more. And right now it has 4 zeros. And the more zeros go away.
Yeah, so it's
the more
already
you
made
make.
people,
Yeah.
nice and
So
fat.
people are waiting for it to hit like, 1 cent or 10 cent, $1.
And it's never too late to kind of get in, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Why I
and this is not
right,
the same
financial
advice. Yeah.
Yes, please, for you too.
This is not
Not
financial
financial
advice.
advice. Oh my goodness.
Yes, but
It's definitely not
we are not
financial advice because
investors.
I don't know nothing about it, so I can't give y'all no advice. And
So
they just telling me. So
we are
look,
here
they
to
just
learn.
that's
Yeah.
it. That's
No,
all.
but you have to say that.
I
for
know you
too.
do. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, don't take no advice from me about this one because I am
So
at the
even for
beginner
me,
stage.
I could say, Shib. Now leash.
Mm.
Tell me about leash.
I really haven't been involved in the Shiba Swap ecosystem. So
Okay,
This is a
so
whole
we got to
nother
learn.
language
Next
right
is we
now.
got to figure out what leash is because I've been wondering. I've been seeing them incorporate leash into a lot of the discussion, but I'm like, I'm not familiar with
So
leash.
if
So I gotta-
anybody in the SHIB army is listening, please contact us at American Gypsy
or just
at Gmail and let's talk.
any of our guests that have been on before and would like to, discuss it as well.
Right, because I don't think anybody brought up SHIB. Most people are, most everybody we talked to. I don't think
Nobody brought it up. Yeah, I don't think so.
anybody brought it up.
Yeah,
Brian
we have
might
talked
know
to a couple
something
of people,
about that.
possibly,
Yeah.
but not too sure. And I
It's
love that's why I
super
love the
cheap.
crypto market. That's why I love the crypto market because some people are they're just not on the certain coins. Some people are on the other coins. You can sit there and look at the whole, list of cryptocurrencies and tokens, or
SHIB
just
and like some of these, they call them dog coins because they're based on like dogs. They have a lot. It's like super underground, so not people feel like it's risky.
Yeah.
Even people that are into crypto, they feel like it's too, it's a shit coin. Some people say. So,
but
it's got so many zeros and it's like, why not?
I mean, what are how do I want to ask this? How much can someone really see on an average investment, if you will? Like some people are putting millions into crypto through different type of coins, but let's just say someone who wanted to invest as though they might invest in an Roth IRA or stocks or something along those lines. When people are getting into crypto, not that I'm asking you for advice, but what do you guys think? Just like if you're making a bet on one of these apps that has fantasy football or something like that, like where's a good place to start for someone who says, hey, I'm curious. It's the same person that might play lotto each week,
it depends.
Who doesn't care about that big risk. So say I can invest $100. I can do 25 on this. Give me a cross bet, pick 3 straight box, whatever, like how do they go about even approaching it? And I know this is kind of similar to what I asked the last time we had this conversation, but in a way that makes it palatable for, and I'm not saying to dumb it down, but like how did you guys get involved when it was just foreign to you? Not how you're talking about it now, but when somebody just came up to you and was like,
it wasn't that long ago. We're talking probably, about a year ago. She knew more about it. For her, she knew more about it. But for me, I still hadn't really grasped it all the way. I didn't create my crypto.com account until last year. Yeah, March, actually, 31st. I remember the paper. Yeah. So, going into it, number one, it depends on your pocket. Yeah, what you want to, what you're willing to invest, what you're not willing to lose. But just, you know, from even just like shout out to is it Larry Jones? Yeah. $5 a day. That's one of the differences that I was sold on dealing with
dollar cost
with
averaging
cryptocurrency versus stocks. Stocks is more of the whole stock. Crypto is you could $5 a day that thing.
Yeah.
For a long time until you know, and that's coming in as a big when you're looking at it or how it's pulled to somebody like me. I'm not really big on gambling myself, so you can look at it like a new savings account, but you just kind of monitoring it, so you don't really look for I'm gonna pull out whenever I feel like it. No, you kind of just you have to
ride the wave.
Ride it for a little bit, look at the potential in the token, kind of learn about what you're dealing with. And, and even for me, for a beginner, so crypto.com, was one of the first wallets for me. And for me personally, I got a chance to see the UFC take crypto.com. Bye-bye Reebok. Hello crypto.com. That was something that I looked at personally, that I was able to look at, not knowing nothing about cryptocurrency, but being a UFC fan and understanding how Dana White do business. Like, shit, if he's willing to replace Reebok with crypto.com, then there's got to be some potential in crypto.com token in the future. This is at 11 cents. It's 48 cent now, 58 cent. I think it almost got up to like 70 cent or $1 maybe, and then came down. But that was almost a year ago. And since then, you're looking at crypto.com arena, the Staples Center went to crypto.com. So it's like, well, shit, this coin has potential, or this token has a lot of potential. Even right now, you can still say it has potential. So it used to be this a while ago, but you could still most likely put you something in on it. And it's I could say, with the people that's back behind it, with UFC being back behind it, with and not having, even crypto.com, and probably, of course there's a lot of other things that they that's backing
it. It's a platform. It's an exchange. It's a very popular exchange that has a lot of coins that are not supported by Coinbase.
Right. Because all tokens don't have exchanges.
Yeah. And it's a little bit easier than Binance, which is another exchange. I have used several exchanges, and crypto.com is so far my favorite. Coinbase is close, but it has a lot of potential. And Binance, when it started, was a few cents 3 years ago. And now it's like $600, $500. It fluctuates.
So those are some of the things that I guess for me as a beginner, because it's maybe 1 year anniversary. If it's some years, or
probably close to it, basically, right? Yeah.
Is it a year?
It's the 30th. You said
today.
The 30th. Yeah, that's exactly today. And
I was just trying to make sure it was 2021, but it was 2021.
The biggest thing when you're investing in crypto is you have to believe in it, or else, because it's so volatile, that you're going to pull out. And the main thing is they call it HODL, hold on for dear life. Basically, you got to stick with it.
I think that's with a lot of things in life. For people, it's difficult, whether that be crypto, relationships, stocks,
but
school.
It depends on the person still, or depends on use to a certain degree, because they have this thing, with the paper handlers, diamond handlers. You got also the people that do day trading. It depends on how you coming in at. Now, when you look at it like, all right, I'm gonna put $1 million on a cryptocurrency. That flip, if it go up, that flip is just as
significant.
It's different from you flipping $100 in that. So when they putting in like $1 million on a certain thing, because you have those whales, those people that's out there doing that, so when it flip, they can jump up on it. Might could go up, make a quick $5 million. The way it jumped, it jump a certain day or a certain time, and then they cash out then, and it's going to make things go down. When a lot of people cashing out, that also determines, or plays a factor.
The fake news as well. FOMO, if you don't believe in the project, they can put out some fake news and get everybody off, knock everybody off their position. So that's another reason why you have to believe in the project and get involved in it. And that's the best
have
way
multiple wallets, play different ways, The more you can have one where you just, I'm holding on to this for a long time. You can have one feel like, all right, I'm gonna pull out and put back in, pull out and put back in with this one.
I recently saw this video where it showed the last 2 bull runs. They call them bull runs when it like goes up, skyrockets basically.
Right.
And like the last bull run makes like the one before it look like a little blimp. Like it was so dramatic, the difference. So, you got to be able to stick with it as long as you can. Pick ones you believe. I think you were saying some recommendations. There's so many solid coins.
Too many.
That way too. And that's the thing. It's like people get lost in like Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever, in like the few biggest ones. But like I would say the first 100 is probably like super needed. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Even the first,
especially with the metaverse type things coming up.
Yeah.
Not just for, it's just everything is used for a lot of different things. Some things might be used in supply chain management. Some things might be used for NFTs. Some things, I don't know, like so many different ecosystems that are needed. So just pick like a handful. And to be honest with you, if you had to pick like your first couple, like Ethereum is a solid thing. We know Bitcoin is here to stay for a long time. They're in the whale circle. They're talking about it being $1 million, so in the future.
And it's at 47,000 right now.
Right. So
I made a small investment in Bitcoin in like, I don't know, 2018, something like that. Me and a group of friends had someone that sat down with us, but it's just really deciding to invest. Once you do it, that's it. Then it's done. You know what I mean? Like once you set up your wallet, once you identify which ones that you are going to invest in, once you do it, then it's done. And then you can get into it. Until then, you're just kind of like playing double dutch. You got to just jump in and make a move.
And
know what I'm saying?
Eventually you're going to, once you set some goals, you're going to learn, I guess, try to figure out when you want to pull out.
That's the key thing that you said though, set goals.
Yeah.
Right? You have to do that.
But also like once you get in for the first time, like you're going to get into it a little bit more. You're going to start educating yourself on it, and it's going to trickle down to you investing in a lot of different coins or whatever tokens. So, pick your first, 1 or 2, and, you start to get comfortable with the whole process. And that will lead to, getting deeper in the crypto market because it's here to stay. They're creating regulations for it. That
definitely
means
here to stay.
It's getting integrated into institutions, financial, all kinds of institutions. So might as well educate yourself and get in.
There you have it. You heard it here first. Our second, our third. We've had this conversation many times. We'll continue to have it, but you've heard it again. Congratulations.
And just, be careful, definitely be careful with, for those that just get into it and start your wallet, hold on to your passwords. Don't give anybody your passwords.
Please don't lose your string.
Don't click on all types of links and stuff that's dealing with, too much, some of the NFT stuff is kind of get a little weird out there. And some of the, some stuff is internet. So it's scam, a lot of scams out there. So be careful clicking on stuff that doesn't have anything to do with, your wallet or coming straight from like crypto.com or Coinbase or, you know, directly from, you know, that, because that's how people kind of get scammed, trying to, you know, earn coins through side things or side links.
WhatsApp stuff. Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh yeah, definitely not WhatsApp stuff. So no Instagram stuff, you know, dealing with crypto. Never deal with that. Just don't deal with any of it, really. Well, you know, it depends on you, but don't deal with any of it. Stake your stuff through your wallet. And for beginners, this is beginner stuff. So, and be safe that way. I'm sure some experienced people would tell you other ways to be safe. They also have what do you call it? Hard wallet.
Digital wallet.
I mean, hard wallet is going to be the safest.
Well, not just for safety, but to introduce it to them as well. Just to let them know about it.
It's a little tricky to do a hard wallet, so you kind of want to get comfortable.
But let them know it exists.
Yes,
that's what I mean. It's like a jump drive that you can put your cryptocurrency on.
Yeah.
So that's what we mean when we say hard wallet.
Yeah, like a ledger, nano ledger. Yeah, I think that's the one that was most recommended.
But you can't
get it on Amazon.
You sent me the link for that, I think, too, when we talked about this.
Yeah, gotta make sure you don't lose it, or it's gone.
Or it's gone,
forever.
like
it's not a
cell phone
anymore,
where you had all the good pictures.
And nobody can hack into it. So
it's just out there floating.
It's a certain level of.
Somebody thinks there's a account that has like 7. I can't remember. There's some ridiculous number. I want to say $7 billion worth of.
Is it Bitcoin?
I thought it was Shiba Inu or something like that.
It could have been.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and people think he lost his wallet or something like that. But I think when people started noticing it, it got moved. Like some movement happened to let people know. Okay, no, the person didn't die or lose his wallet or something.
Interesting.
Yeah,
it can
and
get serious.
I guess to also, I got the first experiences with staking your crypto, so you can, for example, you got your crypto. Let's say you got your however so many Bitcoin, and you would like to stake it. So you can stake some of your crypto or some of your tokens and earn crypto. So it's like it's taking it off to where you can't, you got to put it away for like 3 months. You can do like a 3 months or 6 month term or something like that.
Yeah, it depends on the platform and what you pick. But yeah.
So you can put a certain amount of crypto over here and get a small percentage, while it's sitting there.
Interesting.
And I'm, one of the tricky things is that I guess you're not able to pull it out. So if it was to jump,
it's already staked.
Yeah. And if it was to come down, you miss that run. So that's one of the things with staking. But other than that, it is a very cool way to earn crypto while the market is crashing.
Or if it's just going to be sitting there, you might as well let it get some more of whatever token.
Very true. So, like I said, it's up to the person, short time, long time, it's different situations. Somebody might just put their money in and then it make a crazy jump. And they'd be like, all right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and pull my money out. It could have been 2 days, a week. And that same situation, the person could have been waiting a year for that same jump.
Got it.
Yeah. That same jump. And he just, one person waited, or I can't, they just happened to get in right before the jump. So timing is everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They act like the war and stuff have something to do with it, but
What
I'm not
war?
sure about that side.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
war?
Yeah, that part.
Mm. Well, that has been very illuminating, I would say. I feel more wealthy already.
Yeah, it's
Run me my crypto.
It feels good when they say that, the biggest wealth transfer, from poor people to rich
Mm-hmm.
in the long time.
Yep.
It was, filling the wealth gap. And that's why somebody had to get slapped.
That's why I'm feeling like a arachnet.
Somebody slapped somebody so they won't see this coming.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Because in the world, they're talking about it's supposed to be a hot month. The month of April. There was a run in October that was, monumental. So there's supposed to be another one in April that's similar to that one. That's what they're saying. So it looks like that could be true according to the Oscars. So it's gonna be a hot April. But we're gonna slide back out of that because we are about 10 days behind that whole incident. I love talking in the future. It's a little different, to
talking
the
in
podcast.
The future.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you hear this 7 days from now, anybody want to make any predictions? I'm just we want to start that. Start scaring people. We're now to the prediction segment. Since this will be 7 days out. Week from now, what are we predicting?
My lottery number is gonna hit.
Yeah.
I can walk straight in the gym.
Crypto is gonna skyrocket, and there will be a lot of new millionaires created. No.
Yes, I like that. That's a great prediction.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I predict for everybody.
All right. Let's get it. Yeah. Let me predict some warm weather.
Yeah.
Blue water and travel.
Yes.
Palm trees.
Yes. Warm breeze.
Been researching a lot of travel.
Yeah, it's time. I was just thinking about our
lots of donations.
Predict that again.
Lots of donations, like really big donations.
Yes. Donations. Bring them forth. Seriously though. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
In advance.
In
the future.
In advance.
OMG.
Life-changing donations.
Life-changing donations.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll still do the podcast. We're still doing the podcast all day, every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What were you saying though?
What was I saying?
Something about travel.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, we've kind of become this what do I say, portal almost to my travel like activation system has been launched. For me, when I get in that phase of, oh yeah, it's time to go.
I think it's the weather too.
It's something like it would just I'm like, my antenna is up.
Yeah.
And it's needed because once you start talking about your previous travel too, I think that's almost like, okay, I'm about to start traveling again, because your body then starts to feel it. Your mind is in that space where you are carefree and discovering and experiencing new things and just feeling, for me, I feel energized. I feel like a true adventurer, like globetrotter, whatever. I'm in a different mode. So I don't want to, like you said earlier, everything is around timing. So it's not tomorrow, but it's definitely on the radar. Like I'm getting
Yeah.
closer to that trip.
Day
However
to
far
day.
away that it is, I'm still closer to it today than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
When you
ready to
say trip,
travel.
more like long-term stay type thing, or
It depends on
vacation?
how life-changing those donations are.
Yeah.
Just
But real talk
preparing.
is
We just
just
preparing
it's
for it.
about having the ability, when we're talking about crypto, for me, as nice as it is to think about the small gains, I'm also thinking about the life-changing gains, like
Yeah.
being able to have that statistic apply to me that you just mentioned about the first time that this much wealth has been transferred to different people, right? I want to be a part of that wealth transfer because I know the type of things that I want to accomplish. And in order to do that, I need another round of currency that's going to be impactful. And it's not just like, it's not a 9 to 5 deal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not that's a means. That's just not the only means, because the depth of my vision and how far it extends is way beyond that one stream of income. So every time we talk about different options, it's just activating that desire to truly be, not just an activist, because that's important to me, but really a philanthropist.
Yeah.
And from a guerrilla movement standpoint, not just no little projects here and there, but creating spaces for others to access where these type of conversations are just a part of everyday discussion, because that's the type of people that you have in the community that you're supporting.
Yeah.
We want to go somewhere to feel relaxed, but what about creating the spaces where people come to feel relaxed? Like you were talking about earlier, being able to have that retreat for a certain someone that we were discussing, right? Like you can leave and come here and chill. You don't have to, when Kanye went to, I think he went to Belize or whatever, and then all his peeps met him out there, like they just went. We gone for a month. We gone for a couple of weeks, or however long we're going. Shine is there now. He's a local political figure, but like that to me was dope. Like your friends are showing up to make sure you're good, and you're doing it in a place where it's sun, it's healing, it's culture. That's what I see as far as the future, not this rat race shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's day by day, at least knowing, where you want to
Go.
move to. Yeah. And having that vision and having the experience already on traveling to kind of pinpoint it and then put everything together, put the little pieces together.
It's hard to figure out. I mean, that's the hardest part, figuring out where do you want to go as far as, long term stay.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's also becoming really easy still because, as long as it have certain qualities, certain places have, certain qualities, it's pretty easy to kind of get by, internet, palm trees, some water.
You think that's all it takes, but there's a lot of things you got to think about.
Logistically.
Like, how long do they let people stay? Like visa wise, do you have to renew like every 3 months, every 6 months? Do they let you renew without leaving and coming back in the country, or like
that's living,
there's
right?
like
Okay, you're still
different,
saying
like,
living long term, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, even if you're staying like 3 months,
cost of living,
but there's
6
always
months,
that
or
way
a
of
month.
it's always possible.
Yeah,
that's because people do it so
of
much.
course,
So
it's always possible. I'm
it's just
saying
walking
you
it
gotta,
through.
Yeah, you got a lot to walk it through. So, it's best to take your time. It's gonna take some time.
It does, and sometimes it's like, all right,
all right. No, like that.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm out. Like,
yeah. I like fuck it.
Yeah, that's the one where it's like, I remember my friend being like, wait, we went to the movies last night and I came home from work today. You applied to how many jobs? You got an interview in the UK? Like, that wasn't even 24 hours ago. I was like, yeah, fuck it. After that, I don't want to live here anymore. I'm out. Like, that was the last thing I needed to see. And literally in 2 months, I had moved to the UK, and everybody was like, how did that, like, what? You move?
Yeah.
How long did you stay there?
Like 2 years. The first time.
Wow, that's a long time.
The first time, but then I went back again and stayed 2 years.
And that's one thing I can say.
You must have liked it.
I loved it. I had a work permit, so that helped. I had
Yeah.
sponsorship. I had a relocation bonus. I had training. I had, you know, it was more than just like, oh, okay, I'm out. It was having to interview for a position and connect with the right employment firms and go through the whole process of being recruited and, you know, getting fingerprinted and all the things that you need to do when you're going to a different country and you have to deal with border patrol or government stuff. But I was determined to go, you know, and that's a huge part of it. Like, you know what, I don't want to do this. I'm about to do this. And when you set your mind on something that you really are focused on, you can achieve it. It's achieving a goal. However you look at it, you just do it one thing at a time. But yeah, that's the last time when I had a fuck it moment for real. Fuck it, because it was a 2-year another country fucking moment. But you know, I have had months or weekends of that. But at the same time, your body is gonna tell you, you gotta go.
Yeah.
That's how my body works. That's why everybody asks me, where are you? Like, I'm at home. No, what city, what state, what country, where are you? Like, you know, this time I'm at home. Where's home now?
So you've lived in several countries. Like, so far, what's been your favorite? It's hard to say. Right?
That's really hard. Yeah. That's hard. I mean, because there's so many great places in this country
easier too. And
to tell you the truth.
What?
I said there's so many great places that I've been to in this country.
Yeah.
You know, I really can say that I've probably been to, I don't know, maybe 35 states, give or take. And this is a beautiful country.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so many cool people and, you know, just different opportunities that you don't even know exist until you hit the road. That's why a good road trip I love, you know, because you can just go state to state, city to city and experience the local culture of that. But yeah, it's hard for me to say just one country. Now, granted, I still have to go to the continent and have that experience fully. Yeah. And then maybe my answer will be different too, you know, because I just think that there's always, in my mind anyway, this big buildup to what that looks like and what that means for me as a person, you know, with ancestry that's there, like how you feel about it. And I don't think it's romanticized. I just feel like it's a missing piece of the puzzle. Yeah.
It's a powerful place now.
Yeah.
It feels good. Air is clean. The food is delicious. The monkeys are wild.
Oh, Lord. You're silly. Here we go with the depiction. No, but isn't it cool though to be able to see like wildlife like that though? I mean, when you're able to like see an elephant or a zebra, or like you said, monkeys, lions.
The monkeys though.
Yeah.
You still got to go to the zoo for them. But,
see the monkeys come out the bush around the house. Yeah, it's like, oh man.
Yeah, I really would love to go on a safari and have that opportunity to stay in an area where it's being done correctly and respectfully, but to be in the middle of that and like,
I'll still be scared a little bit.
Of course, why not? You're in the jungle. You better be scared.
I don't get people that stay in the whatever sanctuary.
I saw this
it's too close for you. I actually
the open car is too close, you know, too much for me.
Like, I want to do, I'm not getting that close, but I do want that feeling because I love animals, right? And I hate the zoo feeling like you know, you want to go to see the animals, but then it's like, damn, they're locked in cages. So how do you balance it? But to be able to see something in its natural habitat. Yeah, I get the scare piece, but I want to
in a
experience
closed car. That's all I'm saying.
vehicle,
Like these open cars, and they stop
The
and they
Jeep
let
and
the
stuff.
leopard into the car, and
that's
no,
not
Now,
even,
I'm not
but that's
doing.
not
don't-
even the.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
want a
that would be
leopard
the
in the
big
car
problem.
with me.
I've
No.
seen that.
Still not
Hell
the
no.
issue.
I've
ones
seen
where
them open
people
doors, so that's
where the rhinoceros is chasing them, or where
Oh,
the
yeah.
elephant
The
is
elephant,
chasing.
yeah.
That's that's the first thing to come to my mind, because I'm like, man, the indoor, that don't help with the elephant and the the rhinoceros and
Yeah. Still, it's way bigger than you.
And some of them let you drive your own car, which I'm like,
no,
I need a guided tour
Yeah.
by a
Two of 'em. I
professional
want two of 'em.
with weaponry
Exactly.
and knowledge.
And the same elephant whisperer.
They've been out there. The animals know them.
Right.
They know they cool. But if you get out of line, I'm gonna get you right. Like, okay, cool. I'm going this way. We got to run.
That's what I love about that area, though. They know you got the professionals that know what's going on.
Yeah.
You gotta love that.
I really pray that I make it there this year. That's my goal. That's it.
It's a good year, man. It's a good year.
Particular country?
I really want to go to Kenya.
Yeah, they got the most wildlife.
I really want to go to
Tanzania.
Tanzania's cool.
I do want to
Ghana's
hit Ghana.
cool.
I want to hit Ghana.
That's always been on my list. Senegal, Zambia,
My mom been to West Senegal.
Botswana, Gambia,
Morocco.
Yeah. Egypt. I mean, we could just keep naming.
Yeah,
It's
right?
not. We'll be here for another hour.
I could say I could visit in Egypt and stuff like that. I could live in Ghana. Or I think I could. I don't know. I tried to look to live in Ghana. I
think every person at one point has been like, I'm moving to Ghana. It's my home.
I get conflicting news, but it's pretty affordable.
Yeah.
And
just the experience, just to go through there, period, just to look. And even just, like I said, after Tanzania, after the guest, said just the life or just the quality of happiness from the people, period, was something that he enjoyed the most out of a lot of places he's been to.
That's cool.
Yeah. But I think that's Kenya. Of course, I want to visit Kenya, but that's a lot of wildlife.
I know. That's why I'm going.
Yeah, that's what you guys think of when you think Kenya? I'm just
that's one of the
big city. That's what I think.
I've seen the big city.
The city's there, but the experience is what I'm looking for. Is that so? Both, right?
Yeah,
but
the visualization is the zebras and stuff, and then the city in the back. Yeah.
Have you been?
No.
What have you heard about the city life? Because I'm talking about the safari life and specifically what cities or what city.
Shit. Why am I blanking out? Because all I'm thinking is Mombasa, which is not the capital. It's in the ocean, seaside or ocean. But shoot, why can't I think of the capital? But yeah, the capital is.
Don't make us look bad right now.
I know, right? But terrible.
Yeah,
it's a neighbor.
It's so easy. Except it's not.
Nairobi. Jeez.
Yeah.
See, that's why we have this co-host situation. We feed off of each other. You see what I'm saying? We knew that, but he knew it more than we knew it at that moment.
How the subconscious work. You had to go back to the one of them YouTube videos, reaching for stuff, and had to get.
I was looking in my
like
mind at the airport code. I was trying to think it through the airport.
I'm known for knowing capitals since I was a little kid.
Right.
Like, any random country I knew, but I'm just Kenya. Yeah. Like blank.
Okay, we got it. Yeah, Kwame said, "What is Nairobi?"
I haven't heard too much.
That's the Yambo education coming through right there, boy.
That's the YouTube, YouTube University.
Okay.
From going through them videos, like, hold on, which video was it? In Nairobi. Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, that's what it was in the African voice where I heard it
when
too.
You heard it.
It was not a regular voice, trust me. When I heard that
fully accented.
It was, oh yeah, it was definitely.
How did it sound?
Say it.
It's hard. I don't have a good in Nairobi, Kenya. It had to be.
It had that nice little melodic.
In Nairobi, Kenya.
Yes.
On those videos, the beautiful.
I can hear the music playing behind it
Right.
too. Yeah.
Number 4, Nairobi, Kenya, coming in. You know, it's one of them. Okay, that was it. That was it. Couldn't think of anything else though.
So Nairobi's supposed to
Mango.
be popping.
Yeah, it's, you know, one of those big African cities. Has probably more conveniences than some other African cities.
Yeah.
And you know, also has a nice beach. They got a safari. Kenya has a lot of different things all in one country.
Choices.
So
Lions.
yeah, it's pretty dope.
That's cool.
And
Big ass
nice
lions.
people,
Lions.
delicious fruit. I've had a mango from Kenya that was like huge. It was really huge.
Okay, Kenya, we're coming to
yeah.
you.
I just think of lions.
I will
man.
see you.
Man,
So.
Lions and hyenas.
Mm.
First thing I think. Seeing them wild, I would love to see them, and then at the same time, I'm like, man, we are here. Like we are out here.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, look up. No. That type. That is. I think everything would. I watch too much nature. That's what it is. It's the nature. I gotta chill out with the Netflix nature videos because they turn nature into one of the most dangerous. Yeah, it is. It's savage. It is savage though. It's very savage.
Even
but they enlighten you on how intelligent nature is.
Of course.
And it's mind blowing. It's like, man.
Especially when you're having to deal with monkeys. It's ridiculous.
Come on, man. They're
so smart.
They're too good.
They're too smart. They like coming into your house and stealing stuff. I didn't have to deal with that when I grew up. But like, you know, certain places like South Africa, probably even Kenya, like depending on where you live, yeah, you do see them.
I'm a lot more comfortable
in the town
with the ocean. I'm a lot more comfortable with the ocean.
I'm not, because you can't really walk or run in the ocean.
Yeah, I don't know why, but just, you know, exploring wise though, I guess.
You feel like ocean is much nicer.
The stuff in the ocean is not looking for every opportunity almost to a certain, or, you know, a shark can be hungry, but he's not going to come up and eat you necessarily just because he's hungry. If, you know, he can mistake you for something, he might attack you, but not always just because he's hungry, he's going to want to eat a human just because he's available. But when it comes to nature, man, it don't matter what. It could be a monkey, some dogs. Yeah, of course, lions and stuff like that. If you're not making eye contact correctly, they're going to snatch you up from behind. And that's Africa. That's the land. I guess that's the thing with the land. It'll kill you, period, just because.
Yeah, I was going to make a case shark might do that, but
snake
probably won't.
Snake gonna bite you. You know, he gonna, well, you know, in defense sometimes, but yeah, it's not too much stuff, I don't think, in the ocean that if you accidentally walk up on it, it's gonna, well, yeah, stingrays do, but you know, it'll
I was about to start naming something,
do, but you know, that people, or jellyfish, you got jellyfish and stuff like that. But
I've seen jellyfish in the water too, but just like gone the other way. Like I definitely don't want that smoke.
No.
Oh, you've seen it underwater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was scary. Shut up.
Yeah. Again, that's why I went the other way.
The wetsuits, they should help pretty good with that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Where
I don't want to find that out in the Caribbean.
But then you got
in the Caribbean
or bugs when you're dealing with land and nature out there.
Ticks, fleas.
All
keep going
and stay away from the water.
And also plants,
And
poisonous plants.
That's almost Florida.
Poisonous
That's like,
berries.
they come to Florida. You can't get in the waters in Florida.
Alligators.
Because of gators. But
yeah.
And it's just, it's a whole nother ball game. I really respect it. Nature, or that part of, I respect both of them, but yeah, it's very, very, I gotta chill out on the videos. I've seen just too many of the bad videos versus the good videos of people just going straight through the safari. I need to watch more of those of people just going through, having a good experience.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing with underwater videos.
Yeah.
Like initially I was a little bit scared to go in the water when I first got the GoPro.
Okay.
And that's what made me actually a little bit more fearless having the GoPro with me. But I had to watch a lot of videos to educate myself. And I realized the more I educated myself, the less fear I had about going into the water. So
that's good.
That's another way to kill the fear. Just educate yourself on different types of fish so you're not like immediately scared. And then I follow like certain people that even they see shark and they jump in the water and they're fine. Like they can, interact with it from a distance. They can kind of watch out when they'll let you know, when they don't like what you're doing, and then you just, go away. But those types of interactions let you know, like, oh, I had to do the same thing with dogs. I was scared of dogs, and somebody brought a dog into my house, and then I had to educate myself and like, oh, okay, they're not just out to get you all the time. So
all the time.
Yeah.
Only sometimes.
Because when you're
cats.
scared, it's irrational, right? Like, okay,
kidding.
cats. I don't trust cats. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get how you have them
cats
around
are
babies.
Cool.
No,
And dogs are
can't
cool.
Dogs are cool.
Yeah,
I don't know about
some
cats.
Some dogs.
I've worked at the vet, so some cats. Okay.
I never felt like I can fully trust a cat. I'm sorry. Like, they just make
that
nervous.
sounds so funny.
They're hard to handle.
Like,
I've never felt like I could fully trust them.
It's hard trying to restrain a cat.
Look, now we're gonna get all this mail from people who love cats. Like, how dare you? Paint
people know they don't even.
You
trust
cannot paint them as untrustworthy felines. Shout out to the cats. It's all love, okay? Oh, wow. Yeah, and rest in peace, Cassie. I had just got
anxiety thinking about them days having whole cats. Whole cats for the vet, man. It's
okay. Moving on.
It's never an easy feeling. I'm sure a lot of
being
people
triggered.
It's
by
never an easy feeling.
Memory.
So let y'all know I love animals. I said I considered being a veterinarian, and after working as a vet tech,
you reconsider.
It's just too much of the sad side of the animal life when you're dealing with the medical side of it. So holding cats though, man. Unless it was a kitten or something, but most cats are not down with the vet. They do not like vets.
I don't blame them.
Most cats do not like the vet.
Independent.
And they, that was in another life. A whole nother life. But
I just see what they do to their owners. So I'm like,
some vicious cat videos out there.
I know it's.
Yeah, I watch a lot of videos.
Some vicious cat videos.
What in the world now? The only cat video I think I really have watched is the dancing cat.
But
no, it comes up on your.
It's 2022.
No.
You get a lot more understanding watching animal videos versus some human videos.
I'm not watching
some human
videos
should be like, man, this is something I would expect from animals. Then you watch some animal videos, be like, man, this is something I would expect from people. You know?
I just watched the
Wow.
funny animal. I watched like the dog reversing and the little kid
No.
Jeep with the other dog, and then like, oh, that's fun. Like I watched funny animated animal videos. You
Yeah.
guys are
If
watching the
you
videos of
watched
people
we
Tony
random.
getting
Baker.
teared to pieces.
They be random.
Yeah.
If you
No, we watch
follow
the
Tony
nature.
Baker
No,
or
I'm
something,
not watching
like,
those.
Was
you're
it,
gonna see some cats.
I want to
doing
watch a
some
monkey get a
cat stuff.
haircut, you know,
Nah,
cats
nah.
dancing, dogs doing little mischievous things, stealing the food, and then
I watch
you
Safari.
know,
You're not looking for it. It's
helping
just-
save a child in the water. Like, oh, that dog was so smart. I'm not watching these terrorizing, violent
I watch some of them
animal videos.
those same Safari
No.
people. They have YouTube channels,
I'm
or not
good.
YouTube, but Instagram channels, and you know it's not always pretty on them safaris. That's
Yeah.
when you mess around, see nature.
Talking about wildcats.
Close enough, but and that is like that's one of the, I could just visualize how heartbreaking that is for some of them. I remember that one with the alligator or the crop got the cheetah, and I'm sure they probably have been watching that one cheetah for like a long time. I think he'd been watching. I think it was a couple of them, but to be out there, you know, watching just alligator just grab a cheetah and go in the water with him, and it's like
I'm good.
like is that a part of the safaris? Like it comes with this safari. It's like, yeah, that's different, you know. I guess out in nature though, like yeah. I mean not nature, but out in the ocean. So it's gonna be a different type of tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a different type of tour in the ocean. You can bring some food, but I advise you to be on the boat. They even say spearfishing. If you spearfishing, you bang bang, do your thing and get out of the way. Because they say, yeah, some sharks are coming. Now that's how, you know, yeah. But you got fish.
With anything, there is a risk. That I think is the overall theme of today's podcast, whether it be crypto, traveling, or watching videos on YouTube. There's always a risk.
It's risky. It is risky.
It's always
Life
a
is
risk.
risky, so enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
Enjoy the risk.
Pick the risk you want.
Please pick your risk wisely, man. Y'all out here wilding with some of these risks. Yeah, give me one. Yeah, let's risk it out. Yeah.
No, and on that note,
like,
I don't know.
That's a risk, right? No, just like a
wow.
Do your research.
Y'all are living life.
A vida loca. I got FOMO.
Man, I just had some of this weed, but whoa, the drugs y'all are taking. Man, I never imagined. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Everything is a joke.
It's a joke. Don't slap me. Come on. It's a joke.
Yeah. It's okay to make a little joke.
Yeah, I love it. But yes, it's been a very positive conversation.
Agreed.
Informative. I gotta go learn about leash. Leash, we'll be talking about leash, I guess, next time. To
leash.
Put 2 and 2 together, or 1 and 1 together.
And next time I'm gonna be talking about Shib. Like I know what I'm talking about.
Hopefully you'll be like, oh my God, it went up like 2,000%.
Yeah.
Or it went up like 5,000%.
Yeah, I'll talk with like all this knowledge.
10,000%. Hopefully that
crypto is not crazy because it goes up like 900% in 6 months, a year.
Yeah.
Like,
wasn't that like a month though?
Huh?
That was like the month of October.
Yeah,
it went up like 1,000%.
Okay, so real quick before we go, because I know we're headed out, but say for example, one of your coins hit and went up like, let's just say like 1 million. Would you then cash out, or would you see what's gonna happen next?
You got to do your research on it. Yeah, they say you pull out something, but
and then you just wait and see what happens next. Being okay with Of course.
You pay them taxes.
Say it again for the people that hadn't heard you. I ain't paying no
I am
taxes.
not a
My
financial
crypto.
advisor, but I'm gonna tell you, pay them taxes. Pay them taxes. There's a problem you don't want.
OMG. Very good advice. That's not advice.
Yeah. A problem you do not want.
Okay. So take
After
some
you
out
live
and
it.
let it ride and pay your taxes.
It
I would
depends on how
always
life
wanna-
goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
With everything that I invest in, I believe in long term.
Sure.
So I know it can go higher. So I don't want to pull everything out. I would just pull out a little bit to, change life a little bit and then leave the rest.
Got it.
But it can though. It can hit a peak and kind of fall down a little bit, can it?
Every time it falls down, it just goes up
Right back
even
up.
a whole lot higher than the last time it went up. So it
not
just
for all of
depends.
them though. For
Like
some
everybody
of them.
has to decide on their own because no two coins are the same, and there's 500,000 coins out there. So
there's also Cardano out there. I don't think we've mentioned Cardano at all.
Cardano is pretty stable, but I think there's a lot of movement happening in the background, which I've heard about recently. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on with Cardano. And it's one of those, like, it just stays stable and then it makes a movement, but it has a future.
Yes.
So yeah.
Right along with all of the crypto. A lot of the crypto has a future. So people,
if you want me to name a,
it's not a gamble.
Yeah.
It's not gambling.
Yeah. And put your updates in the comments. I'm interested to find out how people are doing, share the knowledge, share the experience.
What are some
your thoughts on this
What are your
combo?
favorite tokens?
Yeah. Because there was one that came up on a couple of videos that I still need to go back and look at. Was it Guap or something like that? It was two people mentioned the same,
Guap,
same token.
Guap or something.
Yeah, I need to go look at that. But yeah. Let us know. And
definitely.
Thank you for listening. You can find this podcast at americangypsy.com, and you can go to luamlee.com. And you'll find all of this information in the description. Or you can go to luamlee.com to find consistent self-improvement merch.
And we also have some music under Classic Carpenter, KLACCIK We have some some music with some lyrics on it. We also have a few cello instrumentals, and we have some electronic music that we release with the American Gypsy soundtrack that we use on our YouTube channels as original music. We'd like to thank everybody for listening. Thank our supporters.
If you would like to donate, support the show, you can do that at americangypsy.com as well. We have PayPal donation options.
And donations go towards, of course, keeping the podcast alive. It takes time, production, with promotion, marketing, looking to grow. So donations are very much needed and appreciated. Thank you again to everyone. Consistent self-improvement and wait.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Just say wait.
Sorry.
Don't bang that gavel, Judge.
Sorry.
No, but like you didn't give her a chance if she had anything that
I'm sorry, Merc.
Like we just
Merc.
closed it out.
No, I mean, actually, I was on board with everything related to the merch, not to be confused with Merc.
Right.
But also just making sure that people add follow and comment, because it's really cool to get response. Yeah. So that's the only thing I would add. And also thanks to both of you for another great discussion.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you again to everyone listening. Consistent self-improvement and peace.
Peace out.